Hi Scorpio, welcome into your mid-January 2023 Money and Career Tarot reading. Do want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but as always, do keep in mind this is general for the remainder of your month, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And I more than appreciate in advance the likes, comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. All right, definitely join the Scorpion tribe. But as you can see, I pre-pulled two small money and career oracles and two gold foil tarots to essentially break down the remainder of your month into two halves. Okay. And so yeah, the third quarter, fourth quarter, basically. But let's see what we got. Powerful change. Powerful change. If you haven't already, and if I remember correctly, your monthly money and career read for January was all about sudden change or just, change within your money and career, just one of which. But I feel like this second half of the month highlights whether this is a powerful change that you're seeing benefits from, right? The beginning stages of which from the first half of the month or even a little bit further back, right? The end of 2022. But for a lot drawn to the reading, this is taking place in the second half of this month, whether it's a job switch up, a new addition, right? A new opportunity to make more money, to succeed more, even if you're keeping something else on your plate. Could be a financial investment switch up, right? You could see a contract come to an end or one begin. I do feel as if any approval needed at this time will come to you with a sense of luck on your side, okay? Your communication skills, I don't know why I just did that. Your communication skills will come in handy. Your ability to easily bond with people will shine and provide you with what you need or just and or want at this time, okay? Or just simply need to get done. There's a sense of responsibility about your energy in the second half of the month, maturity, right? Where responsibility and maturity, where you're just being looked at as somebody who, within that company, that job, or just for your business, it could be more than one situation. You're just going to get it done, okay? And I feel like even around the home, keeping things in order or just fixing things. But we have sudden windfall as well, if I could even say it. Sudden windfall. There will be a reminder, although you're feeling passionate, quite busy, and just wrapping oneself up with a lot in the second half of the month, try to slow it down, okay? Any efforts to reground oneself, like meditation or just cleansing your energy, will definitely help. But they're saying Speedy Gonzalez, it's not going to benefit you at all times to be racing forth towards what you need to accomplish or towards the finish line. But a sudden windfall. Now, this could be expected. It could be like a large lump sum or a couple of which broken down right into different payments or different segments. It could be unexpected for some, right? You're going to naturally know watching this reading whether or not you're expecting this windfall, this chunk of money or not, okay, or multiple. And so I do feel like this is going to help you greatly in regards to being able to pay off one, if not multiple bills that maybe you were concerned about. Being able to put a little bit in the bank or just in your savings to benefit your Scorpion future, right? Or just to prepare for potentially an upcoming change or just any unexpected twists and turns when it comes to your finances, okay? Some of you thinking about wanting to save for a rainy day, okay, if it does come to be. But you know, you never know. You're very intuitive, right? Naturally. But I do feel as if there's a reminder that you just never know, say, when something's going to switch up, okay? If it's a financial investment or something of the sort, bear with me. But the third quarter of the month, we have the Three of Pentacles. So it's this chunk of time where you're being noticed, all right? This could be more so in regards to gaining an opportunity. I feel like people, family, friends, acquaintances are noticing you for the change you're going through, or multiple, noticing you for how much you're changing through it all, okay, through evidence through what you're creating and developing, potentially putting out there into the universe. I want to say online for some, but I do feel like you're being acknowledged for how talented you truly are. But let's pull small everyday tarot for this. You have the Four of Pentacles. And so you're also being noticed for somebody who desires more control, okay, and who's holding their cards close to their chest just because you're gaining this necessary or just curious, I want to say, attention, okay, or even needed attention in this part of the month doesn't mean You're showing everybody what you're going through behind closed doors or what's changing. Doesn't mean you're necessarily expressing what you're contemplating or mulling over or preparing for. Okay. There's also a highlight in this chunk of time. Being the third quarter, once again, you saving your money is essential at this time. When this comes in, this windfall, save. Okay. Absolutely pay off what you need to, and maybe even treat yourself or your loved ones a bit, but save your money. Okay. It's going to benefit you just at the very least to have that comfort moving forward, right? Who doesn't want that comfort of just knowing you have money in the bank, right? Or money just put aside. Okay. And then you will be able to make certain purchases, even just ones that you want, right? Or stuff that you want when need be. So the Queen of Swords, okay? And look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. I really feel like both are relevant. The wheel is turning in your favor in the second half of the month quite nicely, feeling quite rewarded by the universe and or your past efforts paying off. But the Queen of Swords talking about how there are times in the second half of the month where you need to be honest and think, what do I need to cut out as far as my spending goes? What do I need to cut out as far as potentially subscriptions, right? Reoccurring money coming out of your month, out of your account monthly, forgotten about or just even expected. But also this could be in regards to what you did or are cutting out opportunity-wise or commitment-wise, okay? Either way, it feels like a commitment. But I just feel like things are switching up for the better for you, and you need to recognize that this is going to benefit you greatly, especially when you trickle into the month of February, okay? But let's move on to the second card, the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, look at that, as well, the Six of Swords. Sailing towards more successful waters for oneself. Love it. But I do feel like this either sparks is highlighting, representing that new beginning for oneself that you acquired previous to this last quarter of the month, but is just now starting. But I feel like you're also gaining clarity at this time in regards to, as you make ready to wrap up the month, in regards to how things are going to change more so moving forward, how you're meant to succeed in this lifetime. Some of you gaining clarity, or at least some of which, in regards to what your life purpose is meant to be, or just more of which, even if you feel like you have somewhat of a sense of what that is for you. But I feel like this is a time where it's like the respect is flowing in, the applauding is taking place for what you're producing, developing, for being one with a specific change of importance for oneself, even if it felt kind of unexpected. But some of you initiated it. I just feel like this is pushing you to, in a sense, put your crown back on, okay? If you feel like it slipped off at any point, okay, or certain factors in your life, even people you work with, I want to say, kind of made you feel as if you weren't as important as you truly are, okay? Some of you, this is also a period of time where your importance to a company is taking a true highlight in the eyes of others, okay? In the minds of others, and especially authority figures. But, and I'm also hearing moving on up. Moving on up. It's a time where, as I shake the camera, as we shake things up a bit for you, it's time for you to move on up, okay? Some of you, this powerful change might be, if I didn't say it already, a promotion, okay? Which I feel like will naturally come with a pay raise of some sort. What else do we have for the Ace of Swords? We have Temperance. Okay, Temperance. You may need to have patience in regards to the learning curve or process in this new opportunity, or in regards to the beginning stages of moving to a new place of residence, or just something of the sort. But I also just feel like certain factors, whether it's, it feels out of your control, right? The way other people work, the way a company, a business is run, the way, almost having patience at times if you're an entrepreneur to see more results, to see more clientele and customers coming in. But Spirit's saying everything's happening in divine timing, everything, all right? And I do feel like there's a reminder to keep getting your voice out there, to keep showing people what you're made out of, because it's of importance for, one, your life purpose, and two, for the success that you're meant for in this lifetime, especially at this time, okay? Doing a flop, the Wheel of Fortune again. You don't get two wheels in this money and career read. if there isn't more than one level of evidence that the wheel is turning in your favor. But I'm kind of feeling like it's more than one thing thriving for you, or just more than one level of success, several levels of success for you, to be seen by oneself and by others throughout the second half of the month. Because again, you're gaining that level of attention, whether you crave it or not. Okay, people are drawn to your Scorpion passionate way of being, and just the kind of a taking charge way of being as well. I also just feel like in certain ways now you know your worth and value at this point along your path, where you're not afraid to whip out your sword and make another change, okay? Or say it how it is, okay? Tell people the truth. But anyways, do be selective with that, strategic all the meanwhile. But Spirit's also saying there's a reminder in the second half of the month, especially if you work a day-to-day job or multiple, not everybody is to be trusted, okay? So try to keep your personal life separate from your work days, okay? But I just feel like it's a time where you're seeing things work out for you because you're adapting, you're flowing, and you're even, for some of which, initiating this change in such a beautiful, healthy way. And it's time for you to see things take a turn in the right direction for oneself. You may want to watch Leo's reading that I just did, because that same line did come out. But I feel like Spirit's also saying this is a time, Scorpio, where you deserve to give oneself the credit for flying towards what you deserve and not settling for less than you deserve once again, okay? And to just dig for the inner strength when need be, and recognize that the money is going to be flowing in more so when it comes to February, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the remainder of your month, and I'll definitely see you next time.